Hello, I'm Bood and welcome to the channel. As always, thanks for joining me. It's massively appreciated. I love you long time. Make sure you do all the good stuff for me. If you're feeling generous, hit the thumbs up, get involved in the comments, it all helps. Subscribe if you're new and hit that bell and you'll never miss anything I do. And thank you for checking out a brand new Let's Play with Real Oviedo right here, right now. And I am very excited about it really, because you may or may not realise I'm a massive Football Manager fan and I love playing the game, and I haven't played it properly for weeks, not really, since Scunthorpe. I've been doing other things and I just wanted to play. I just want to play the game. And in a story recently, I used Real Oviedo and it reminded me that I've always wanted to try them out. I've always wanted to have a go. I think a lot of people did them a while ago because they went through a lot of troubles. So I've bided my time, and here I am in the Liga 2 in Spain with Real Oviedo, and I've loved it. I've played through the first season. We're going to go through that first season in this first episode, and hopefully you'll enjoy it enough to stick with it. And like I always say with stuff like this, I have no idea how long it'll go on for. I'm just going to take it season by season, see how I feel, see how you feel, and see how well we do. But I'm excited because proper, not just enjoyed playing it, I've just enjoyed being here at this club. Because there's a few challenges really, but it's also bloody brilliant, so let's get into it. Now when it comes to the database, I'm just using the standard game. I did maybe think about getting the updated transfers, but then I thought no. What's good is that this season in the game, in FM23, has been played, and this is the final league table of La Liga 2, the Smart Bank, from last season. And it's a good thing really, because I'm going to have the same squad, I'm in the same league, and I can test myself against what Real Oviedo actually did during this last season. And as you can see, if you look just above my head, they finished in 8th with 59 points, won 16, drawn 11, lost 15. So that just gives me a benchmark, doesn't it? Something to aim for and hopefully better and compare myself with. Hopefully won't do worse. And here we are with the bookies odds at the start of the season, and as we know, Real Oviedo finished 8th. The bookies have got us in 11th. So I didn't know too much about the state of them in the minute. I mean, I've kept my eye on them from time to time because it was such an interesting story how such a good club nearly folded. The fans and a few players and a very rich man helped save them. I know they've got better, but how good are they? Have we got a chance? Well, looking at that team, there's 2 players in the Dream Team 11. A striker who I've heard of and a winger who I've heard of, so that's promising. So this is the main page of Real Oviedo, and the kits are amazing, and I will be honest, I've been thinking about this for days, and I have been searching and searching for kits, and I can't really find any, even at classic football shirts or whatever. I really fancied a shirt, an older one would have done me, or a training top or something. I do like an Adidas football training top, you may have noticed, but it's a good club, man, with some decent history. It's had some troubles that I hopefully can help get back to the top. Now one player who they've signed this summer is this legend, Santi Cazorla, right? He used to play for Arsenal, Villarreal. He's out in Saudi Arabia somewhere at this moment in time. Now in real life, he's come back to his boyhood club and he is on the legends list, even though he only played for him as a kid. I'm thinking because I'm pretty sure he contributed money to help the club survive. Maybe that's why he's made that list. But he could have earned a fortune, apparently. Even at his even at the age he is, which is 38 now, but he's taking like the minimum contract, I've heard, to come back here and play for him. So that's class. Halfway through the season, I think, oh, I wonder if he'll do it in the game. No, not in game. He's not that nice. So then, there's no changes to this database. It's just a standard database. There's nothing fancy, nothing dodgy. It is just flat, bog standard, basic. But it's interesting. I mean, look at that. Now I know. They crashed down, and they've had time when they came up a bit and then crashed down again, but they've kind of solidified themselves, haven't they, at this level. But they're a fantastic club, great history. They should be in La Liga. Now if we look at their history, they've won 5 Smart Banks. They've never won any top flight trophies, but reading about the club online, you realise that when they first started, they were like, some people say they were 40, 50 years ahead of the time. The football they used to play was like modern football. Until the Spanish Civil War, things went tits up for them. I think General Franco used their pitch to store his ammunition or something. They couldn't play in it. They've had troubles. And a lot of, as we know, most of you will know, a few financial troubles. I'll try and put a few links down below in the description to a few little videos on YouTube if you don't know about Real Oviedo, but it's a great story and a great challenge for a club to hopefully improve. Now, one thing I don't think I need to improve is the stadium. It's absolutely brilliant. I love the stadium, right? But it does have a lot of critics. Apparently it gets too moist. I love it when things get moist. And it gets cold and windy sometimes because of the gaps in it, apparently, and the accessibility and parking aren't great. But the facility itself, I think, for this club is amazing, right? Amazing. So I don't have to worry about the stadium. The training facilities are great, got good youth facilities, so they're things I can maybe get into. But you know, you kind of need money, don't you? And we haven't really gotten it. It could be worse. Got 2.5 in the bank, and they're overspending just on the wages. So what I wanted to do is hopefully sell a couple of players, see if I've got any deadwood, get a couple of quid and balance the books a little bit, and go from there. Now, these are our arch rivals. We're playing the Asturiano Derby. I've probably said that wrong. Sporting Hee-Haw. That's what I supposed to call them. I mean, great kits. That away kits. Lovely jubbly, isn't it? Big rivalry. Big rivalry, apparently. I watched a little video the other day of the first time they played against each other because we're in the same division. It looked mental. Like the passion. It looked like there was fights everywhere. It looked absolutely brilliant. And I saw a stat somewhere that Real Oviedo are winning the head-to-head by quite a bit, actually. So yeah, I've got a bit of a rivalry. We've got Derby Day in this league. So the club vision, they want under 23 players, which is great. I want to build a young squad if possible. End of this current season, record a La Liga 2 top half finish. So there's no pressure to even get out of this division. But you never know what you're going to do, do you? Apart from, if you know me very well, I've got my little tactic and I don't really deviate from it. I want to play some boot ball. I want to see what this squad can do with my tactic, see which cream rises to the top and which little turds float to the bottom, and just assess it, get them used to it and see what we can do. So I wasn't going to be making any signings. Like I said, I was going to evaluate the squad. I had a bit of time to do it, so I had a good look through it. There's a couple of players I didn't feel like I needed, maybe too many players in a certain position. There's a young left back. I needed a left back. I've promoted, but there's a rule. They have to earn, I think it's over £1,300 a week, or you can't register him in the first team. Most of you maybe know that, maybe you don't. So I had to give him a new contract, but then I wanted to get rid of a few players, and I got peanuts from just to balance them books. I'll look in a minute. Now there's a player out on loan, as you can see, Pierre Conid, and we've got quite a few players in, and they're quite decent, to be fair. Now I can't go through the entire squad because it does take forever. But we'll look at some key players. Starting with Borja Baston, who has been around the blocks. I mean, look, I knew he was at Swansea. I don't ever remember him got a Villa and playing 2 games. But I do know him. Now, last year in this division, he was a baller. And he had stints of that early on in his career before Swansea bought him for £15.5 million. He scored 1 goal in the Premier League. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. If he can score me 22 goals, I'll be buzzing. We've got Manu Vallejo, 25 years old, on loan. Bit of a baller, really. Looks like he could be very handy. We've got quite a few older players, and you might notice as well some of these contracts, they've all got a year on them. Like Joan Fran, who is a decent player, to be fair. Still got some ability for this level. So another thing I wanted to do was, probably when I got to the halfway mark, was assess them and think, right, I ain't really got any money. I don't know what kind of money I'm going to have next year. I don't know where I'm going to be. And get to the halfway point and maybe dish out some deals to players who deserve it, just in case I can't get any new ones. This is a good lad. He plays pretty well for me. Marcelo Flores. He's on loan from Arsenal. He's an Arsenal boy. Now I'm going to show you this lad, Leonardo, 27-year-old Argentinian. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't know who he is. And at the start of the season, I'm thinking, he's all right. He's got some ability, hasn't he? He's all right. He's fucking brilliant. Now, this is a squad arranged by ability, and, you know, I've got some ability. But if you go for what the bookies say, which I often don't, you don't know. You don't know until you get playing on that pitch. But there's one thing, right? And this it hurts my heart to do it, but I really didn't want to waste a penny. I want to just play this season with everything in place and see who's good and just see what the score is, which means I wasn't gonna touch the staff. I know I wasn't going to add anyone, I wasn't going to get rid of anyone. I'm just going to leave it. We're going to just go into this season like they did in real life and see what I can do, and then I can just assess as the season goes on, and we'll go with the flow from there. Do you know what I mean? And I'll see. I've got a decent scouting team. you know, I'll look for some players, can get some good freebies. You know, we're probably going to have to tap the loan market. Again, where will I be? You never know. We'll even be in the job. You never know. Apparently this is my best 11. There's some decent players, you know. I've actually got some half decent ones. Let's have a look at him. Look, he's an all-round good player, isn't he? Only 28 years old. Angel. Will he be an angel for me again? Solid, 34 years old. Rodrigo Turin at the back. Again, a really good solid defender and a good age. They've got some good players. David Costas. Again, decent. If they can play boot ball, my style, we might be alright. Now we jump forward a little bit, and these are the transfers, obviously ones that have happened before I got here. I've not brought any of them players in, and they made a lot of deals, didn't they, this year? But I did get rid of Jimmy, you can see, to Andorra for 60k. Didn't feel like I needed him. He looks okay. I didn't feel like I needed him. That 60 grand really helped. A few other players have buggered off here and there on loan and so on. And I cut a few players, as they say in the NFL. I think it worked because the books are balanced, aren't they? Even though I'll give that kid a new contract and the left back alike, I've balanced the books. We've got a little bit more money in the bank, obviously, because time rolls on. You get season tickets in, all that crap. And it's a good place to be, and I just want to keep the club sound. And at this point of balancing the books, I've played me pre-season. Yeah. I mean, played some good teams there. Club Brugge, Palace, Barcelona, bloody B. We beat them. It wasn't great. And I was, you know, thinking, shit, how's it going to be when we hit actual game time? So nobody likes me yet, but let's hope I can change their opinions. So, with no new players in, staff staying the same. Obviously, I've set all my set piece takers up. I decided all that myself. All the training sorted with the coaches I've got. I was ready to go. So as always, if you've not seen one of these series, we just talk through the season. We're going to jump forward to the 1st of Jan and see where we're at. Boot ball is in full effect. I'll be honest with you, right? I always believe when I play this game, I don't think it's that hard, right? And I like my play, even though it's not perfect. But I didn't think we'd be top of the league by the 1st of Jan. We're just top of the league by a point, pretty much neck and neck with our arch rivals and Burger Boys. Where's Granada in 11th? Christ. But yeah, look, 2 guys in the top goal scorers, 2 guys in the best players, and the #1 assist maker. It was working. And we have a real chance of getting out of this. I didn't think I would. I thought, lay the land, we'll see how it all goes. Don't do any changes. Just stick with what I've got. Just try and do a few little tweaks. Play my style. We'll see where we get and you know, build from there. But you know, you get to this stage and you're thinking, shit, we could really, really get out of this at the first attempt. And that's what will happen, hopefully. If you finish in the top 2, you get promoted. And obviously they've got the playoff as well. 42 games, man. I've enjoyed it though. It's not felt like, because I've not played for so long, just floating through it. Like, it was absolutely brilliant. Obviously I didn't show you all the rules, but here we go. League sorting rules, goals between teams before goal difference. Woohoo! Interesting. You can only have 2 non-EU players in your squad as well. So when I'm scouting, I'm just looking for EU players, mainly Spanish. One thing I was really happy with is the money. Now, this is the stage where I was thinking, right, let's look at the squad, see who's good, and see who deserves an extra year despite their age. If they're performing and working well in my tactic, I might need them next year. So when I do give out contracts, quite a few of them, and I love this, take a pay cut. So we get that down a little bit. And these are the results. And following pre-season, which, let's be honest, was shit, played Malaga away. And I'll be honest with you, that game was on TV. Right. We were well better. More chances, looked better, just lots of little mistakes. I'm thinking, crap, it's going to be a battle, this, isn't it? And then I drew my next game and then just started picking up points for fun, until we got beat off Granada, the team I think actually won the league in real life. Went another fantastic run, lost the derby. That won't be good, would it? No, followed by 2 draws and I've just won. But we are top. We're top. So here's the squad, and I've arranged it by average rating. You can see Leonardo at the top playing very, very well. 7 goals, 10 assists. What a player. Borja Baston, I did his contract because he had a trigger in his for an extra year because he's wanted. Not having that, he's scoring too many goals. He's already got 21. He scored 22 all of last season. 21. Strikers usually do well for me though, to be fair. Flores, Vallejo, both of them got contracts. Don't know. I mean, if I could get them back on loan, I would, because they play very well for me. You got old boys like Juan Fran doing the business. The kid who I give a contract to because I needed a backup, is it Abel? Yeah, down here. He's unhappy. He's not really playing, but he was decent, and I needed another left back. And even though I've made 0 changes, 0, the bookies have bumped us a bit, starting to like us a little bit more. Here we are on my scouting page. As you can see, it's just Western Europe. I'm not stretching the money out. I'm trying to be wise with it. Now I'm letting my scouting team do their own thing, but I'm also sending them out on the odd one. It just costs money, doesn't it? Sending them out on the odd one that I think might be decent. Got quite a few good players here. Now I've also, a lot of these ones are coming to the end of the contracts, and there's some really good players out there. And what annoys me is when it's interested in, and they're on your list, and you go, okay, and they say, nah, you're not good enough. Nah, you won't be able to pay me enough. So why are they on my interested list? I was also happy with this. I don't know how good they are. I mean, they get big star ratings, don't they? But are they going to be any good for you? I don't know. But it was decent. Decent. It's good to have a nice youth intake. I'm also happy with that. Our rivals have dropped to 5th. We're still at the top, only by a point. Although, I'll be honest with you, there was a moment when I thought the wheels had well and truly fell off. Now, we started the new year brilliantly with a 6-1 win against Malaga, who beat us earlier on in the season. Absolutely brilliant. 3 wins on the bounce. Rocking and a rolling. Doing a little dance to myself, right? And then look at that. Defeat after defeat after defeat to a B team, to a defeat, right? Now, my long-time subs know me. I am not a flapper or a panicker. I'm a believer that if you really love your tactic or you love the way you play, sometimes stick to it. Fight through it and pray to the FM gods, right? Because I know a lot of people will just using different tactics, trying different things. I'm not like that, right? I fought through it. We got a great victory there against Ibiza. Oh! I'd love to go Ibiza. Got Benidorm next month. Love to go Ibiza. And then look at that. Win after win, win after win, win after win, win after win. Lovely jubbly. When it comes to the Copa del Rey, we're out of it. Again, I'm not too bothered about it. It is what it is. Nice run. It's okay. Maybe you earn a few extra quid. I want to call them Barbados. It's not. Beat them 10-0. And then we won. And then we got beat off Real Zaragoza 1-0. Anyway, the boys have been great again. Leonardo's still a fantastic player. And he's mine or mine. Borgia, 29 goals. He scores goals at this level. Don't know how I'll do in the Liga if we get there. And again, you know, them 2 boys that I've got in on loan, the wingers, fantastic players for us. I mean, I did ask about one of them. I can't remember which one it was, to see if we could loan him again. They said we don't know if we want to. So this is the league. Now we've secured our playoff place by the 7th of May. There's a few games left to play. 4, right? Burger Boys are in 2nd. Our rivals are in 7th. Look at that. Villarreal B can't go up, can they? No. Very helpful, isn't it? If you're Real Sporting. But you know, I'm 6 points clear, 4 games to go. And what am I? 7 points clear, 3rd. But you go this far into it and you've got players all over the player stat charts, you don't want to balls it up. So I've now reversed the dates and it's been pretty good recently. It has been pretty good, apart from our defeat there, the 1-0 to Racing. We've had some good games, scoring goals, and we've got to play Andorra 14th. Ponferradina, never heard of them, mate. 19th. The Burger Boys, that is huge. That could be a title decider, right? So I'm going to play, I don't know how I'm going to do it. You know what I'm like. I'm going to play Andorra and we'll jump in at the very end and see how I've done. Well, that was an absolute shit show. That was shit. Absolutely turd. We had more chances. The XG was better, but we hardly had the ball. And we got beat 1-0 off an absolute turd team. So this is a table. We're still 6 points clear. We'd have a game in hand. The Burger Boys played yesterday. They beat Villarreal B 3-0. That's that win for Andorra, the bastards, has saved them from relegation. Before we get into it, it's getting tasty now because Leganes, that's what I'm going to call them, coming out of nowhere, man. They're 2nd. They won yesterday 1-0. Look at this. Pressure. Are we going to bottle job it? Almost Almost. We went 1-0 down. I'm like, shit, do you know what? Sod this. Went attacking, demanded some more, made a lot of changes, and just went for the kill. We scored 2 goals, which felt really quick together. And then they rattled the crossbar on the 87th minute, but I just kept on attacking. And we've done it. I've got 3 points, which has secured our promotion, but not the championship. Now, the Burgos boys, got beat 2-0. Are they out of the picture? Are they out of the picture? They are. It's between us and Leganés. Here we go. First live com in absolutely ages. Don't embarrass me, boys, in front of all my friends. We could win the league here, couldn't we? Away at a very good team, but it depends which team of mine decides to show up. So yeah, it's good to be back. It is good to be back. I do miss a live com because you have a bit of a chat, talk about things, but like, you know, I've really enjoyed it. It's getting towards the end now though, and now I'm back in front of you guys. I feel the pressure. I felt no pressure. It's just been fun to play, and obviously we've done quite well, very well really, better than I thought and most people thought. Got some good players, but I'm very excited because, you know, we've been promoted to La Liga now, and I'm happy I didn't just go all guns blazing all in and rip everything to shreds like I quite often do. Really try and put a good coaching team together. Hopefully pick up a few good freebies that we wouldn't have got if we stayed in this division at this level, and maybe pick up a few loans as well, and put a team together that can stay in La Liga. Go on, get in. But he's been a player. So yeah, I know I've had some time off recently. I went to France, didn't I, for like 10 days, and I've come back and I've done a bit, and then I had a little, you know, nearly a week off-ish because of my birthday. And there'll be another break soon, but we're coming towards the end of FM23 because I'm going to Benidorm. I'm actually going to Spain with a few of my best friends. I can't wait. On a little lads trip. 4 days, 4 nights. It's going to be absolutely epic. I'm going to get absolutely bladdered. Go and watch Sticky Vicky, something like that. Or Sticky Vicky's granddaughter now, or whatever it is. I hope it's not Sticky Vicky, because she's about the same age as my mother. If you know where to get any Real Oviedo merch, please let me know. It's a fancy some, not just for this series. It's a fancy shirt. Why not? Got a big pile of birthday cash burning a hole in my pocket, and if I don't buy a shirt or something, I'll end up buying more hats. Got so many hats. Kids got me 3 for my birthday. This is one of them. I do love a hat. So yeah, hopefully you're enjoying this, and like I said, I don't know how long it'll go on for. We'll see. Oh shit. Oh, I thought he ran through that. I didn't realise the ball stuck to his feet. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, it could be fun next season. Go on, lad. Oh, but I've never been to Benidorm. I know it's October as well. It's not going to be mega hot, but I'm not there for the heat and sunbathing. I don't really sunbathe. It ages your skin. I'm just there to spend some time with my mates. So we don't get to do it often. We get a couple of nights out a year. It's tougher these days. People have got kids. Here he is, Vallejo! 2-0. Yeah, just spend some time with the lads. You know what I mean? Going out, just feeling like we're 25 again, especially because I'm 45. And that's one thing that made me smile when I did start this, because when it starts in game, I'm still 43, which is crazy. And apparently though, talking about FM24 earlier, you can pre-order it now, can't you? 40 quid, cheeky bastards. Anyway, more on that later. It's half time and we're doing very well. Very well. Change their stats for the league table. Look at that. It's a beautiful thing. And because they've played as well. You know, we've not got no drama really, but that's fine. 8 points clear. 1 game to go. Cushy. We might have even won the league. Did we win the league with them drawing? I didn't even notice. You're probably thinking you're a numpty. You had a little C next to your name. Maybe. I don't know. I was just so excited. You get that buzz back. I love being in front of the camera with you guys and doing this, and I haven't done it. I feel like I've done it for ages. I mean, I still miss Scunthorpe. I had a little go of my... fucking hit. I had a little go of my American Premier League, and I was going to do a series with Vegas, but I've done that in the past, and people never are interested. Even made thumbnails and graphics for it and all that, but I wasn't feeling it, and I've been really enjoying creating my stories, you know. All right, it's 2-1. There's still 20 minutes to go. 20 minutes. I mean, I think we're all right anyway. I'm not too worried. I can't believe we're probably going to win the league. I knew we had good players, and I always say this. I can always do better than what the bookie predicts. But you just don't know till you start playing. But I've just loved it. It's like flowed this season. Even like through the bad patches, I still felt really positive. What a strike, Cobra. October. But now I'm back playing. I think I'll probably get one more story out and then leave it, because I ain't got the time to play through seasons, because I play through them quite quickly, but it's still time consuming. And that's what helps with them stories, is when I'm not playing a series or a season or the actual game, you know, all that time can go into them, because a lot of the graphics and everything, it takes up ages. Ooh. First trophy, first episode, makes you happy, doesn't it? Gives you a little warm glow inside of glory. Last game does not matter. I might just give the guys a run out. Who cares? Let's just rest these heroes, because they can get pissed on me tonight. Beers are on me. Yeah, we definitely got a C next to our name now. Probably had one anyway, but we're going to La Liga. Oh. Well, if there's one thing I've learned from that final game, is that my B team is absolutely shit. It should have been about 10-0. But, you know, I didn't go into the game thinking we'd win. I was just thinking, you know, let's see if any of you are actually any good, because I've just been playing my best team I could in every single game. A lot of these guys were knackered because I'm not playing. They weren't match fit. I don't care. So it is Leganes who are coming up with us. Automatic promotion. And of course, there's some playoffs to be played. So it's the Burger Boys who are coming up with us. Fair play to them. Level on points, so, but they've done it. They've won the playoffs. And it's Real, Mallorca and Girona who are coming down, and we're taking your place, muckers. Very, very excited. I think we can do this. I've got so much work to do, but this is my favourite bit now. Ooh, and I've got a whopping £5.7 million to spend. Bit of wiggle room in them wages. I ain't going to sign a player for the fee. Yeah, we're coming in on a free or loanee. And we've had some ballers. If I can get them guys back on loan, I will try my best. But I've got some good players who did very well in my tactic, playing Bood Ball, and some other ones who were decent. As you can see, it's the 3 loanees whose contracts are going, and there's 2 others who have decided, no, this dude and this dude I won't be renewing. Everyone else, they've had a new deal stuck on the end, a year or so. Other ones are already in place. So yeah, we'll make some tweaks to the staff as well. I mean, the scouting team's decent. But I think going up a level, I'm going to try my best. Now, hopefully, they can get better staff to rebuild that coaching team. Give me the best possible chance of staying in the Liga. And Real Madrid, Borfest, have won the Copa del Rey, beating their arch rivals, Atletico Madrid, in the final 4-2. So there we go. That's the end of episode 1, season 1. If you enjoyed it, please let me know in the comments. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe. If you're new, come along for the journey, hit that bell and you won't miss it. You won't miss anything I do. But honestly, thank you for your view. Like I always say, that is the most important thing. I've really loved that, and I can't wait to get stuck into season 2. I've got a good few days off, so I will, and hopefully I might get episode 2 out by the weekend if you're watching this live. This should come out the day after filming, but I should be able to get straight to it, really. So thank you as always for the support. I really do appreciate it. I love you long time. Don't go missing, because me and you and Real Oviedo have got a journey to go on together, and I can't do it alone. I need you with me. Brother from another mother, I'm Bood. See you later. Bye-bye.